Thank you Organic Basics for sponsoring today's video.
Hello, welcome back. As you can see, we are no longer in China. We are in the biggest apple of the world, New York City. And today I am gonna take you around town. We're gonna explore, we're gonna catch up because so much has changed in the past 6 months. It's kind of crazy. Wait. How is being 27? Well, I have to say, it's been pretty great so far. I rented a car and did a solo road trip, and not gonna lie, driving off that lot felt like the most adult thing I've ever done. I also told myself back when I was 26 that I would start dating again, or at least like opening my heart to love when I turned 27. So that's been a pretty exciting new addition to my life, but we'll have a whole spiel on that later. What is one lesson you learned living in China? I think I went back to China with a pretty open mind. I didn't have a lot of set expectations, but I knew I wanted to work on my relationship with my dad. And I think what it's taught me is that healing takes time. It happens in layers, like an onion. Right when you think you've like moved past something, you might have to like relearn that lesson again, or maybe it comes up in the future. And I think a big part of loving someone is just accepting them for all that they are and not taking their actions too personally. I think I've learned to do that with an online audience in the past year, but then the next step was learning how to do that with my parent. So definitely challenging, but we're working on it. I love when you dance while I film. I feel like it really gives me energy. Artisan asks, are you still living in China? Well, TLDR, no, I'm not living in China anymore. I think sometimes I can also be a little bit intense. Like, I need to fully move back, live there for however many years to learn the culture and all of these things. But I realize I can also just do that visiting every year, staying for a month at a time or longer. I'm at a stage in my life where I'm very open to start maybe thinking about where I want to settle down in the future. I've honestly had a really lovely time there, but I think going back also made me realize that I don't think that's the place where I necessarily want to set roots and like develop my life further. Welcome to Jungle Cafe. Got a vegan mango lassi and a mint limeade. If you want to match my freak, watch this. What am I most excited for in this era of my life right now? I think just taking everything a lot easier and slowly getting to this balanced rhythm I want in my life when it comes to love, friendships, family, and relationships. Having things be weighted in the way that I want. I think I'm getting really close. Do you think you'll ever commit to living in one spot in your life? Honestly, I would love to. I feel like I've been bopping around so much. I'm really craving having a space that I just feel really at home in, because I'm also like spending a lot of time living at my mom's, or when I was in China at my dad's. I realized I think I just need something that I feel more autonomous in. But there's a lot of new things happening, things up in the air. I might have found my city that I want to spend more time in, but apparently I have a lot of travel lines up until I'm 39, so. But I need a home base. I really need a home base. I feel like I'm gonna go crazy if I don't have a home base. Maybe that's a bit over dramatic, but. Welcome to the creative little garden. Everyone is welcome. We're usually open all afternoon. I think when it comes to traveling, I probably won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. I don't know that I'm going to be doing any like crazy moves anymore, but I'll definitely still be wanting to follow my curiosity and exploring more of the world, visiting friends in other parts of this universe. I think when it comes to like career, I would really want to put more time into doing things that are community building, either through Friendly Bureau or like in collaboration with another brand. I'd love to work on a creative project that's like bigger than just myself in any capacity, like creative direction. It would be fun to try acting, design, art, anything. moving everything forward in a slow and steady pace without sacrificing my peace. I think whenever anything feels like this is too much, to just ask myself if I actually really need to do this or if I can extend things for myself. I think I'm out of my burnout era and I'm just so not wanting to go back. So I'm just being very careful with everything. Rim Celine asked, do you have a life goal? I don't think I have one that I like wake up to every morning and I'm like, yes, this is why I live. But if I have to give you an answer, I think to explore all that life has to offer and just share some happiness, share some smiles. I'd like to leave the world having had a net positive impact, doing things that could add more joy and peace into people's lives. I think that would make me leave Earth pretty satisfied. Honestly, if I were not to exist tomorrow for whatever reason, I think I would feel pretty happy with how I've lived my life. I'm feeling fulfilled, I'm feeling happy, I'm feeling grateful. What's the next big thing you're planning or excited about? Ask KRCR. I'm about to leave on a very exciting trip in literally 2 days. It's my first time being invited to go on like a creator trip, which is so cool. It almost makes me feel like more legitimized in what I do. Like my job isn't fake. We're going to Switzerland. We're gonna be in the Alps. I already started packing for this trip and I got some new very travel-friendly staples from Organic Basics, who I've been wearing for the past several years, but this is their first time sponsoring a video, so I'm really excited. I want to share with you the things that I got from their new collection. Wow.
It's crazy to think I've been wearing Organic Basics for almost 4 years now, and even the first piece I got from them is still in incredible condition. They recently launched a collection with Antonia Gentry featuring new colors and my favorite underwear silhouette. The fabric is buttery soft, lightweight, perfect for traveling, and all the bralettes are just as comfy and flattering. They're made from GOTS certified organic cotton, which is my #1 requirement for any undergarment, socks included. The core ankle socks are definitely my favorite. I've also been outfit repeating their new matcha cardigan so much. I love how thick and cozy it is with the extra long sleeves and matching flared pants. I've linked all the pieces below, so if you want 15% off any of these sustainable, long-lasting closet staples, make sure you use code LEAH times OB15 at checkout. Thank you!
Yeah, I love their pieces, so thank you so much to them. Lena Hu asked, places you still want to go and haven't been before. I really want to go to India. I've wanted to go for a very long time. I'm hoping I can go beginning of next year. I would love to plan like a group travel with an agency perhaps. I'm looking into that right now. I'll add a form below, so if you're interested, you can put in your email, things you want to be considered, any questions you have. I'll use that info for the planning, but I'm also very interested in potentially doing like a yoga teacher training there. I'd love to try culinary classes. I'm just excited to explore a country that's very different, but also has connections to China in terms of like Buddhism and traditional healing medicine, like Ayurveda and traditional Chinese medicine have a lot of similarities as well. So yeah, I'm so excited for that. Soph the Cloud asks, how do you navigate feeling or not feeling like you're in limbo? I would say trust that it's a part of the process. Like your life can never be always in constant upward trajectory. I feel like I'm just always going through cycles, just like the seasons, just like the beautiful trees around us. And as my good friend Katie likes to say, character is built in the valleys. You need some corrections, you need some pullbacks for you to continue moving forward, and just time to reflect and decide even if the direction you're going is what you like. So embrace the limbo or non-limbos. Is being Delulu the Solulu, or should I come back to reality? Asked Audrey BB. Well, what I like to say is that it's only Delulu until it's done. When I think of being Delulu, it's holding a vision for yourself and not confining your goals or what you can achieve in this lifetime, But I do think that it needs to be paired with actionable steps, and the focus of your energy has to be on changing yourself, not like hoping for somebody else to change. Your Delulu is about you. How to deal with negative emotions like jealous, sadness, shame, or hate, asked Win Sakimori. I would say allow yourself to feel them and don't judge them, because the most suffering I bring to myself is when I make judgments of how I'm feeling, that these feelings mean I'm a bad person or unkind. I think the best thing we can do is let them flow through us. You can talk to somebody about it, you can journal about it, and just know that these feelings don't define who you are, and they're here to teach us something or show us a little area where, you know, we need a bit more TLC. How can we show ourselves more love and care and affection in that area? What advice would you give to someone just starting adulthood? Asked Bat Bezos. Honestly, I feel like I've spent so much time in analysis paralysis, thinking that I need to know how to do something or have all the information before I start. And if I could tell my younger self something, would just be just do it. Like, you won't feel confident, you won't feel like you know how to do something literally until it's done. So don't wait, don't feel like you need to have everything perfectly prepared. You're gonna learn through the process of doing. How's your relationship with YouTube going? Well, I would say it feels a lot more balanced, a lot more healthy. I think I'm detached in all the right ways, and I also feel more connected to this community and many more. I feel excited to keep creating more videos, creating community events. I've also started making shorts. I think it's like the perfect place for me to be a bit more like silly and try different things, because YouTube feels slightly more serious-ish in the ways that I film or color. So yeah, I'm actually feeling really good about things. Renson asked, any tips on separating work from life, specifically emails? I think setting boundaries with yourself is definitely the most important thing. Personally, I have like 2 chunks of time every week where I'll overview all of my emails. I don't like having notifications turned on. Certain point in the night, I'm on do not disturb, or I just turn off my phone completely. If you don't set these boundaries for yourself, no one will. And you need to remember the reason we work and even make money in the first place is so we can enjoy life. So keep that priority in your mind. Fill your life with lots of fun hangs. Whenever I feel overwhelmed with work, I'm like, what do I need to take away? Or what do I need right now to feel at peace? Do I need a day for myself to do nothing? Then I do nothing. Or do I need an evening where I really crunch and lock in? Then I will crunch and lock in. Respectfully to my bedtime. Everything that needs to be done will get done. Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about dating. Sarah Harmon asked thoughts on dating apps. To be quite honest, I've tried them before when I was younger, like while I was still in uni. I think it was less intimidating because everyone else is students, but I think imagining using it as like an adult in the real world scares me. It honestly scares me because I'm like, I don't know the other person. They could be a psychopath. I feel like maybe it's a bit of an unrealistic fear, but it still scares me. I've genuinely only dated people I have mutuals with, so I think meeting someone and not having any like ability to background check them through a more trustworthy source would scare me. In lieu of dating apps, I would prefer meeting people through like events or activities that I like, or even run clubs. Like I would start running. As someone who hates running, I would start running. And Drift asks, how is your love life? Well, I recently opened myself up to dating after turning 27, end of May, and so far it's honestly been pretty lovely. I feel like the past 6 months where I was single, I really spent that time focusing on like what I'm looking for in a partner, and I think now I'm coming in with like a more clear objective, like a more clear guideline on what I want. Whereas before I was like, oh, I just want to have fun, which is fine. But this is the first time where I'm dating where I'm like, okay, I want to like actually find someone I could link and build with for the future. New epiphanies on love, asks Salad Doodle. Honestly, I'm just trying to be more realistic and less like idealistic perfectionism romanticized. Rather than looking for the perfect person, finding someone with flaws you can accept. And also focusing more energy on worrying about myself and how I can improve rather than like how someone else can change. Rosianne Che asks, would you rather live life single or with a partner? Honestly, either or, but ideally with a partner because I think it would be really fun to share and collaborate on life, on building a family with someone. It's definitely also challenging and triggering in a lot of ways, but I think those are also good for growth.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and shout out to Organic Basics for sponsoring us. Please check out all the links for the products below and use their code for a beautiful discount. Thank you so much for watching, and I cannot wait to see you next time. Mwah!